Welcome back to Investing Talk Podcast. Today, we're going to be looking at a company that's been making a lot of noise lately.
Yeah, for good reason.
BioStem Technologies.
BSEM?
Ticker symbol BSM,
Yeah.
if you want to look them up.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a life sciences company
Mm-hmm.
focusing on regenerative medicine
Right.
and pharmaceutical products.
Mm-hmm.
So think like advanced wound care, using tissues from birth.
Yeah, and they've been posting some really, really impressive revenue numbers.
They really have. It's been record-setting growth.
Yeah.
But there's also this Medicare coverage issue that's kind of hanging over some of their key products.
Right.
So today we're going to unpack all that for you, help you understand what is driving BSEM's success and what to watch for as an investor.
For sure.
Let's start with the revenue growth because it's pretty remarkable.
It is.
Their latest Q3 2024 report showed that they brought in $82.6 million.
Yeah, that's an increase of over 2,259% compared to the same time last year.
Wow.
It's huge.
That's their third consecutive quarter of record growth?
Yeah.
Bringing their total revenue for the first 9 months of 2024 to $199 million.
It's impressive.
So what's really interesting is what's driving all this.
Yeah.
It's not just about reaching more customers.
No, you're absolutely right. It's their products. 2 flagship products. AmnioWrap2 and Vendaje AC. These are what are called allografts. Essentially, it's tissue taken from a donor and then transplanted. And in BioStem's case, they're using placental tissues to create these advanced wound care products.
Okay, hold on. Why placental tissue?
Well, placental tissues are packed with growth factors and other things that are really good for healing. And BioStem has figured out a way to extract and preserve all these elements.
Oh, okay.
So they can create these products that speed up how quickly wounds close and minimize scarring.
So they've really tapped into something special here.
They have.
And it's obviously working because healthcare providers are using it. AmnioWrap2 is performing really, really well.
Yeah.
And now Vendaje AC is picking up steam.
Yeah, especially since they got the green light for full Medicare reimbursement across all regions.
Which is a huge win for them.
A game changer for sure.
But that brings us to the Medicare issue, right?
Yeah.
Like this could have a really big impact on their future.
It could.
So can you kind of lay out for us what's going on?
Yeah, so earlier this year, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, also called CMS, put out a list of skincare products that they were going to cover. And surprisingly, both AmnioWrap2 and Vendaje were not on that list.
Wow.
Now, it doesn't mean that people with Medicare won't be able to get these products.
Okay.
It just means it won't be covered.
Right.
And that could really affect how many people want them.
That's a big deal. It sounds like a real setback for BioStem.
It's definitely a challenge, but it's not as straightforward as it might seem at first glance. I mean, for one thing, the new coverage rules don't even start until February 2025.
Okay.
That gives BioStem some time to figure things out.
Okay, so they have some breathing room, but it's not a permanent solution.
No.
What are they doing to fix this?
Well, they're definitely not just sitting around. They're actively trying to get their products back on the covered list by giving CMS clinical data that shows how well AmnioWrap2 and Vendaje actually work.
Which, I mean, given their revenue numbers, sounds like a pretty strong argument.
Right. Exactly. And they're not stopping there either. They've actually teamed up with some other companies in the industry.
Oh, wow.
To possibly challenge the CMS decision legally.
Oh, so a legal battle.
Potentially, yeah. They're arguing that this exclusion was kind of random and doesn't really make sense.
So that just adds another layer of complexity to this whole thing.
It does. But remember, BioStem isn't alone in this. They've got partners. And they're ready to fight for their products.
That's good.
And all this is happening while they're also trying to improve their position in the market. They've recently applied to move up from the over-the-counter market to the Nasdaq.
Oh, yeah. The Nasdaq uplisting? That's a big deal.
Oh.
What does that mean for BioStem and its investors?
Well, it's not just for show.
Okay.
It means they have to meet some pretty tough standards for things like financial performance, how the company is run, and market capitalization. So reaching those standards shows a certain level of, maturity and stability.
Yeah, I see.
It gives them more visibility, too. Being on the Nasdaq puts them in front of a much bigger group of investors, including institutional investors who don't always look at over-the-counter stocks.
That makes sense. It's like going from a local store to a global marketplace or something.
Exactly. Plus, it makes them look more credible and might make investors feel more confident. It's a signal that BioStem is playing in the big leagues now.
Yeah, I get it. But there have to be some downsides to uplisting, right?
Oh, absolutely. Keeping up with Nasdaq's rules can be a lot of work.
Right.
Then all the extra attention can put pressure on their stock price.
So it's a risky move, but it could really pay off.
Exactly. Now, let's bring this back to our listeners. They're probably wondering, okay, this is all interesting, but what does it mean for me? Should I buy BioStem stock? Sell it. Hold on to it.
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And as always, I'm not a financial advisor, so this isn't investment advice.
Yeah, right.
But what do you think about BioStem's potential as an investment considering all these factors?
Well, BioStem is definitely a company that's making moves.
Yeah.
They're in a sector that's ripe for innovation and change, and they're not afraid to push the limits. Their financial performance has been amazing.
Yeah.
But the Medicare situation and the Nasdaq uplisting definitely make things a little more complicated.
So it's like a mixed bag.
Yeah, both good and bad.
What should investors really be paying attention to?
The Medicare situation is the most pressing issue. If they lose coverage for AmnioWrap2 and Vendaje,
Right.
that could have a big impact on their revenue. But they're working hard to reverse that decision. And how successful they are will be a key factor in how they perform in the short term.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And long term.
Well, in the long term, their focus on innovation and their upcoming products in regenerative medicine have huge potential.
Okay.
They're targeting lots of different conditions, joint pain, tendon injuries, even things like neurodegenerative diseases and autoimmune disorders. This market is predicted to be worth over $26 billion by 2030, and BioStem is putting itself in a position to be a major player.
So they've got a lot going for them.
Yes, but like with any investment, there are risks. What are some red flags investors should watch out for? Well, besides the Medicare uncertainty, there's always the risk that their ambitious plans might not work out. Developing and selling new therapies is complicated and expensive, and there's no guarantee it will be successful. And they'll also be up against some big players in the pharmaceutical and biotech industries.
True. So investors really need to do their homework, weigh the pros and cons, and think about their own investment goals and how much risk they're comfortable with.
Exactly. This isn't a stock for people who are easily scared. But for those who understand the science, the market, and the potential rewards, BioStem could be a really interesting investment opportunity.
So it seems like BioStem is a company where you got to stay informed and really understand the bigger picture.
Yeah, definitely.
Their stock is currently around $15.15. Some analysts think it could go as high as $47.84 in the next year.
That's over 200% potential gain.
I know. Crazy, right? Of course, those are just predictions. No guarantee.
Of course, yeah.
But it does show how much potential upside there is if things go well for BioStem.
It shows there's a lot of interest and excitement around the company for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They've definitely got the market's attention. Now it's all about execution. Can they deliver?
Right.
Can they overcome the challenges and really become a leader in this whole regenerative medicine space? That's the question investors need to ask themselves.
It is. It's what makes investing so interesting.
Exactly. It's not just about numbers and charts. It's about the story behind the company, the people, the vision, and the potential impact they can have on the world.
Couldn't agree more. Investing is about being a part of the future you want to see. And BioStem, with its focus on these cutting-edge therapies and its commitment to pushing the boundaries of medicine, really does represent a compelling vision for the future of healthcare.
Well said. Well, on that note, we're going to start wrapping things up today.
Okay.
Hopefully this gave you a better understanding of BioStem Technologies, its potential, and what to watch for as an investor.
Yeah.
And as always, remember to do your own research. Think about your investment goals and talk to a financial advisor before making any decisions.
Absolutely. Investing is a marathon, not a sprint. The more informed you are, the better decisions you'll make.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on Investing Talk Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future episodes where we'll break down more complex investment topics and help you navigate the ever-changing market.
And if you found this episode helpful, please share it with your fellow investors and leave us a comment below. We love hearing from you.
Until next time, happy investing.